Hello, good morning. Welcome to another English class. Well, today we're gonna resume activities in the English ID lesson number 2, because we didn't finish that lesson in the previous class. So let me share with you today's agenda. So there we go. Like I pointed out at the very beginning, we're gonna resume activities on lesson number 2. So open your books to page 62. The name of the lesson is, would you like to try hang gliding? That is the name of the lesson. Then we have the points. Work on those exercises in your English ID. Then we're gonna move to Richmond Learning Platform exercises. So I hope that you are in your computer, so it's gonna be easier for you. If you're not, you can work from your cell phones or you can do it in another time. Just because sometimes moving from one platform to the other in your cell phones is not so easy. It demands certain sort of skills. And then finally, we're gonna access to the e-workbook. We have an e-workbook and I will show you where it is and how to complete its exercises. Okay, so the name of the lesson is a question, is if you would like to try or to practice that extreme sport activity, which is hang gliding. But the first thing first, do you know what hang gliding is? Do you have any idea, my friends, what hang gliding is? Anybody who can tell me that? Hello, hello. Do you have any idea what hang gliding is? It's in your books. The picture is right there. We have some extreme sports, and among all the pictures, we have hang gliding. Just in case if you don't know, I have the picture at the end of this presentation. Let me see, maybe Dariela Margarita. Dariela, are you online?
Hi, teacher.
Hello, long time not hear you, but it's a
um,
pleasure. It is a pleasure. Do you have any idea what hang gliding is?
I'm looking for this in the ID
Okay, 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 okay.
now.
But I'm gonna give you a hand. I'm gonna give you a hand. This is what it is. I needed to help me reading, please, the description of this sport. Well, because it's a sport, it's considered a sport. Can you please, Dariela, help me reading it?
Yeah. Hang gliding is an air sport on recreational activity in which a pilot flies and light uh, non-motorized float. Uh, how do you say launch it? Así?
Launched.
Launch. Air aircraft called an hang glider. Most modern hang gliders are made of an aluminum alloy or composite front covered with synthetic cellulose to form a wing.
Thank
A
you.
wing.
Yeah, and this information was brought to you by Wikipedia. So there's the name of it. Okay, so hang gliding is a sport or recreational activity that you can plainly see right here. And where its names come from? It comes from this item. Yeah, let's call it item. That is a light, non-motorized foot launch aircraft. This is an aircraft. and it got the form or a shape of a wing that allows them to fly. It says that they are made of aluminum alloy, and it's covered with synthetic sailcloth, and it is a wing shape that allows people to fly. This one right here doesn't have an engine, doesn't have a motor. You just get an impulse with your foot, and then you run a little bit from a hill or a cliff, and then you fly. And this is what it is. But the question is, would you like to try this sport? Wouldn't you? Yes, you would, or no, you wouldn't. Okay, Koto says he would. Okay, I wouldn't. To be honest, I wouldn't. Well, it's not that I have a heart condition, because fortunately, thank God, I don't. But I suffer something that is called vertigo, and I'm not afraid of height, but I don't feel comfy when I'm in a height. You see, this is what happens to me. That's why I will never in my life try this sport. And the rest of you, what about Diego Retana? Diego Antonio, are you online?
Yes, teacher, I'm online.
Okay, tell me, would you like to try this sport?
I think not, because I have a little scare of the heights. How do you
Oh
say
yeah, yeah,
alturas?
yeah, like
Yeah,
like exactly like that.
okay. So no.
Okay, you are one of my team. We can team up to not do this sport. Thank you. Let me see, Casey Melgar. Casey, are you online? So then while in the chat box, I can read that Marjorie would. And Casey also, she would. I wouldn't, like Diego Retana wouldn't either. Anybody else who says no because you are afraid of height? Let me see, Marjorie said, I will try, it must feel great. It might feel like dying. Anybody else? More opinions related to this? Should I move to the book instead of asking you questions related to this? Let me see. Valeria says, I'm scared of everything. So never. Well, okay. I can understand what you're saying. And Nefer says, it can be really exciting. Yeah, that's depends. That depends on your likes or things that you don't like. Because I probably think that is amazing or is exciting, but I know myself. I know how my body works, how my body system works, and I think I couldn't stand it. And then Marjorie says, but discomfort can be avoided by enjoying the landscape. Yeah, you can enjoy the landscape, but then you can start thinking that you can crash on that beautiful landscape. So Brandon said that I think I will. It would be funny. Yeah, I think it would be funny. So like I said, if you consider yourself daredevils, people who are seeking for adventure, excitement, you can try it and you will definitely enjoy it. You will enjoy that feeling that you're flying and you are so free. So Axel says, I would do it once before I die to have the experience. So Axel, I understand that this is in your bucket list. You know what the bucket list is? It's all the things that you have listed that you're gonna do before you die. Then Rebecca says, is the same topic to the last class? Yeah, we are on the same lesson, Rebecca. It's the same lesson, page 62. Then, well, it is a negative thought. Yeah, that is really a negative thought, that you're gonna crash on that beautiful landscape. But maybe it's because I'm really into those shows, you know, the blooper shows like Ridiculousness, and where you see that everything goes wrong every time that people are trying these sports. Everything goes wrong. Well, sometimes everything goes well, but I don't know. I think that you can die. If I die doing that, I will die with a great sight. Well, I understand, everyone. We're gonna die one day, and no matter what we think, that day is gonna come, that day is gonna arrive. And if you die doing this, yeah, maybe it's worth it. Maybe. Depends on your POV. Okay, interesting opinions related to this. So then let's move to the lesson in your books, page 62. 62. Okay, this is the question we just responded. Would you like to try hand writing? We finished exercise A. Now let's move to exercise C. Exercise C. Can you name the extreme sports in the photos on the next page? And then let's turn to the next page. So what is the name of this sport on page 63? Let me see the chat. Diego Peña, let's jump from a plane without protection and die on the floor. So I think Diego, that you will be dead before you touch down. Before you touch the ground, you will be dead already. You have a heart attack. But you can try. You can try and then let us know. Tell us your experience of dying. Okay, so guys, what is the name of this sport? Number 1 on page 63.
Bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping. Thank you. Yeah, it's bungee jumping. Well, I'm not sure, and I don't think that it's possible to practice this sport here in El Salvador. There was a bungee jumping, sorry, in Plaza. No, what is the name of this plaza? The one that is near Multiplaza, La Gran Via. That one, there was a bungee, but not even close. Pointing. Well, maybe see you in heaven. Well, if you have been a good boy, Diego, for sure you will be in heaven. We'll be in heaven together because we have been good boys. All right, then number 2. What is the name of this one?
Cliff diving.
Fly diving. No. Well, it's diving, I guess. It has to do with diving, no dying, but you can die if you dive too deep. Well, but what do you call this rock? When you have this rock and you can easily fall from it, what do you call this? Is the age of the, what do you call them?
Cliff.
Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. Cliff diving. Cliff diving, because he's gonna dive here into the water. I said dive, not die. Number 3, this one is very well known.
Snowboard.
Aha, exactly. This is snowboarding. Ah, this one, we were talking about it.
Hang gliding.
Hang gliding. And this one is number 5. What's this?
Underwater hockey.
Yeah, underwater hockey. As you can see, they have their sticks. It's not the regular size. If you know hockey game, you know that they use longer and bigger sticks, but they are using smaller ones. And it's underwater. So it must be very difficult because you need to learn how to swim, how to dive, and also how to play this thing. It's not an easy game to play. So now we have named the sports like it says in letter C. Now let's read the word of English. Then my friend, we can do this. We can't because I can see you, but we can read. I need one volunteer, please, to read the word of English. At least the first part, just the first part. Please, one volunteer,
Me, teacher.
please.
Okay, after a verb, a prepositional phrase, preposition plus noun, expresses the relationship between the verb and the object. I walk to school, preposition plus noun.
Thank you so much. All right, let me explain this. So when immediately after the verb, we have a prepositional phrase, and you might be wondering, teacher, what is a prepositional phrase? It's very simple. It's the combination of a preposition and a noun. So the combination of these two words make a prepositional phrase. And when we have a prepositional phrase after the verb, it's just expressing the relationship that exists between the action and the object. In the object, in this case, is the school. What is the relationship that exists between the verb and the object is pointed out or indicated by the prepositional phrase, which is the combination of a preposition and a noun. So basically, it's giving you more information. I walked, and the relation here is a direction. Preposition shows you direction. I walk where, or how, or well, in which direction? To school. And this is basically what it does. A prepositional phrase is indicating just the relation that exists between the action and the object. I don't know if you have any questions about this. Do you have any question, comment, anything? You can use different prepositions. I walk through the school. I walked past the school. I walked across, and you can also change the object. I walked, and you can also change the verb as well. I run throughout the park, for instance. Let me see in the chat box. You're talking about something you're not supposed to. Okay, Lucifer doesn't like me. He wouldn't send me back. Maybe, Diego,
Teacher,
maybe. Okay, tell me. Uh-huh.
I have a question, but no, not is about this.
Okay, tell me.
We need to copy all that in the notebook.
Oh, do you have the book? No.
Yes.
So you don't need it. Just write some notes. Because this is in your book. This is page 62. Page 62 in your book. If you have some more comments to add, just write notes. So you don't need to write it down. But if you want to write it down, go ahead. I mean, it's the way that you study, the way that you understand yourself.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, but it's not mandatory. It's not mandatory. Questions? No, no. Questions 3, 2, 1. No. Okay. So then let's move to the next point. Another volunteer, please, to read.
Me, teacher.
Okay, please.
Okay. An adverb adds information about the verb. I walked away. Adverb, there's no noun. Whether they're adverbs or preposition, what's important to learn their meaning. Try to imagine or mime phrases like walk, I run up or down the stairs.
Thank you so much. So this is something that I think that you know well because you studied it in literature arts in Spanish, the use of adverbs. So you know that adverbs modifies verbs, adverbs modifies adjectives, and also adverbs modify other adverbs. And they give exactly this, more information about the action. The action here is walked. I walk where? Away. Adverbs responded questions like when, um, where, how, and what extent. So those are the questions that the adverbs respond related to the words that they are modifying. When, where, um, what extent, how, etc. Any questions about the adverbs? Questions? Do you have any questions, my friends? I have a question for you. How do you feel? How do you feel about the news that hit you yesterday? That the ones that we are getting back to school. How do you feel?
And for me, that's radically because before I said no, I never go to school again. But it's exciting
Uh,
to huh?
no. Yeah, I agree with you.
It's exciting to see my classmates and what are um, the cómo nos vamos a
It's gonna be weird at first. At first, it's gonna be kind of weird
sí,
because more than 360 days had passed, and you know it's gonna be weird
yes,
at first, and we will have the opportunity to meet face to face because with some of you, with the no ones, we have never had the chance to meet in person. It would be nice. Any other opinion? Well, remember that it's still optional. It's up to your families if they gonna send you back or you will stay at home. Last year, the only thing I wanted was to go to school and see my friends. But now it's like, man, I don't really mind if I go or not. Well, are you getting back, Koto, or you're gonna stay home? You're gonna continue from home? You will not. Okay. I would like to have the benefit of choosing because I don't. I gotta be back. All right. So then let's move to the next exercise. Listen to another ad and check the pronunciation. Well, I think that there's something that I missed. Can you name the extreme sports in the photos? Well, I think that I missed in an exercise. Maybe I did. Well, let's go over exercise F. Reread and say which sports from 1 to 6. Ah, no, I remember. Here, we're gonna listen. We were supposed to listen. We did it without listening. And you're gonna listen to the ad. I think it's the one on this page. This one right here. Yep. And we're gonna complete this one. Exercise F as well. We're gonna write the name of the sports that people do when it's called. The one that involves flying. The one that is a game. And blah, blah, blah. But let's listen.
Audio 6.5.
Calling all extreme sports fans. Wanna try these sports? Cliff diving, snowboarding, hang gliding, bungee jumping, and even underwater hockey. It doesn't get more extreme than this. Try the Charity Challenge Extreme.
Well, let's complete it. Help me out with this one, please. People do this sport when it's cold. You have to choose from the list. What is the sport?
Snowboarding.
Snowboarding, thank you. Second, it involves flying. Which one of those involves flying? Catherine Acuña, can you help me with this, please? Are you online, Catherine? Maybe you should turn it down the volume. All right, it involves flying, maybe, well, snowboarding, hang gliding for sure.
Hang gliding.
Yeah, and cliff diving for, well, for just a second. Where you're not actually flying, but if you go deeper into the concept of flying, it applies. Which one is a game? Which one is a game?
Underwater hockey.
Underwater hockey, yeah. Number 4, you don't need any special equipment to do it.
Cliff diving.
Cliff diving, yeah. You just need your courage and your stupidity and anything else. Then for the rest, you need equipment. 5, you need to jump from a great height. We have a lot from the list that you need to jump.
Bungee.
Bungee jumping. Another one.
Cliff diving again.
Again. This one maybe. And finally, this one takes place in water.
Underwater hockey.
Underwater hockey, thank you. So then let's go over the last exercise on that page. Word of English, compound words. Compound words are combinations, two words combined to make a new one. For example, you combine the word hair plus brush, and you got hairbrush. A boyfriend, a mailbox, Usually the second word says what it is and the first word describes it. So this is what I explain one of these days. Most of the time, 80 or 90% of the times, the second word in the compound noun is what the object is. It's a brush, it's a friend, and it's a box. And the first word describes the object. It's a brush for your hair, it's a friend who is a boy, and it's a box where you can place or put your mail in. Most of the times it happens this way. Can you think of more examples of compound nouns where the second word is what the object is and the first word is a description of the object? Can you think of those? And don't mention the ones in here. Use different ones. Let me see who else is here. In the chat, firework. It's a work of fire. I don't think that one applies. It's a compound noun. For sure, it's a compound noun, but it is not that the second word is what the thing is, and the first one is a description. Maybe not. Maybe not in this case, but it's a compound word. Let me see who else probably is here. Scarlett Delgado. Scarlett Delgado, are you online? Or just your avatar is online? Paola Deras. Paola Deras. Let's see in the chat. Homework. Rebecca, thank you. Yeah, homework. It's a work that has to be done at home. Yeah, that one works.
Now it's really generally at home.
Any other example? Let me see who else is here. Evelyn Joanna. Yeah, can you give me an example, Evelyn? Another example of a compound noun that fulfills this requirement? I have a lot of examples here. Let me see. Workout. Maybe workout, no. Well, it's a compound noun, it's an action, it's a verb, can be a noun as well. But out and work out, work outside, maybe the position of the words is not. A sketchbook, yes. It's a book that is used for sketching. Watermelon is a melon. And it says water because it's very juicy. But when you bite a watermelon, it's very juicy. Yeah, that might be, Deborah. That's okay. Notebook, of course, is a book for you to take notes. A strawberry is a berry. It's a type of berry. It's a type of berry because we have cranberries, strawberries, raspberries. Yeah, it's a description of the kind of berry we have because in the United States, we have a lot of berries. Like I said, cranberries, raspberries, blueberries. Sophia, Umanya, backpack is a pack that you wear on your back. So it's for packing things. Yeah, pencil case as well is a case for your pencils. Yeah, haircut as well. You cut your hair. Hot dog, no, because it's not a dog that is hot. But for sure, hot dog is a compound noun, but it's in another category. It goes in another category. Let me see, Joanna is thinking. Maria Fernanda said afternoon, yes. Is a time after the middle of the day. Noon is the middle of the day, and after, yeah, that goes, that works. Seafood, yes, is food from the sea. Headphones, headphones that you use in your head. Yeah, glasses to protect you from the sun. Sunglasses, says Dariela. Rebecca says pineapple. Yeah, it's describing the apple. Well, actually, it's not an apple. Pineapple is a different fruit. Well, I have doubts with that one because we have two words. Yeah, but it works. It works, Rebecca. Pineapple works. It's a kind
Cowboy?
of a, yeah, because actually pineapple is a different fruit, but maybe because of the shape of a pine and the apple, yeah, it may work. Airport. Yes, it's a port from air transportation, Henry. Well, haircut is already said. Yes, cell phone. Yeah, cell phone fits. Basketball fits. Cupcake. Yes, it fits. Classroom, of course, is a room for classes. And cupcake is a small cake with a shape of a cup. Ice cream, yes. Cheesecake, definitely. Rainbow, yeah, it's a bow that comes from after, appears after a rainfall. Yes. Milkshake, yes. Handbag, of course. Newspaper, of course. Sunflower, yes. Fireman, definitely. Motorcycle, let me see this one. Yeah, because cycle is for short of bicycle. And motor because you got an engine. Yeah, Peña, motorcycle. A snowman is a man made of snow. And they have a lot examples that are correct. Thank you, guys. You are good on this one. So let's complete those. What do you call this subject here?
Toothbrush.
Toothbrush. This one? You use it in the bathroom for a specific item in your bathroom. What do you call that object in the bathroom?
Could it be toilet brush? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the word. Toilet brush. This one, easy. Sometimes says Nike here, Puma, shoebox. This one, you're so familiar with this when you were
Lunchbox.
at school. Yeah, lunchbox. And a spoiler alert here. These guys don't have
Mailbox.
yeah, these guys don't have imagination. Well, just to write a different word, you can say inbox. An inbox. Because mailbox is here, so there's no point writing the word twice. So we have 2 minutes. We couldn't go over Richmond Learning Platform. That's gonna be next time. Um, so for today, that's it. Thank you very much for your participations. Cowboy, yes, Valeria, you said it's a boy who rides cows and bulls. So thank you very much, guys. Have a nice day.